Rhubarb jam, Sunridge style. This is my Nan's recipe. Hey guys, I might have committed an armed robbery. I went to my sister-in-law's to have a social distancing visit and I robbed her rhubarb garden. So I decided to make some rhubarb jam, and I went through some of the recipes that I have saved from my grandma, and I found this really easy rhubarb jam recipe. So in my pot I have 6 cups of rhubarb, I have 3.5 cups of sugar. You will need an 85-gram package of strawberry jello, but that's not till the end, and 1/4 cup of water. I'm gonna put this in and I'm gonna turn it on my stove, and I'm going to give it some love and attention while it boils. So I've cut my rhubarb. This was frozen rhubarb, but I've cut my rhubarb into generous sized pieces because I kind of like it that way, and as it simmers it breaks down. So we're just gonna get this up to a spot where it starts simmering, and then we're gonna let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Now we're bubbling up. This is what we want. And we want it to bubble a bit, and you're gonna see that foam on the top. We have to remove that, but not right now. We're gonna let this go I'm gonna turn this down to a simmer and let it go, stirring it intermittently for the next 15 minutes. This rhubarb has fallen apart. I'm just gonna let it simmer for a minute more, but when we come back, we'll add the jello and jar it. So this smells so good, and my rhubarb has broken down super wonderfully. So I'm gonna put in my jello. Goodness, this smells so good. Now the jello is gonna thicken this up. So now we have to jar it. I use this. I bought it at Walmart for about $3 one time. It was a kit actually. And this is how I jar it. I use all of my old jars that I've had for a while, and I just wash them. Then I make sure they're really good and clean. I remove this. I'm gonna wipe my lid. I'm gonna put that on there like that. Turn it upside down. So the jars of rhubarb jam are done. I have flipped them over in order not to process them, so the heat will seal them in. So you leave them turned over for approximately 2 hours and then flip, and then they should vacuum seal. I usually would have used small jam jars with this, so I would have got probably 12 or 14 jars of jam, but I didn't have any at home today, so I just used what I had. So like I said, this is already starting to seal, so it's wonderful. We'll show you what it looks like on toast in the next segment. So I want to show you what it looks like. My husband's made me a nice piece of toast and some nice, beautiful rhubarb jam. I'm gonna cut it in 4. I made Tim try it, but he doesn't like rhubarb. This would be good on ice cream too, or sponge cake. Or Amish cookies on the top. Anyway you slice it, rhubarb jam to die for. Melanie and Home Live.